Welcome to the world united. Welcome to the world united.
So on that note, I invite any of our special guests, guest of honors, whoever feels connected, whoever wants to share something, please unmute yourself and share. We'll be blessed to hear anything from any one of you or more than one. Please go ahead.
Yes, I'll take the opportunity. I need to
Please go
talk.
ahead, sir.
I'm Dr. Venaktesh Hegde. Yeah, wonderful, wonderful. Everything is wonderful. Smiling, very beautiful smile when you see that is what is spirituality. Spirituality is, if you really want to look very spiritual, you can see a child. A child has got no tension. A child has got no botheration. The child is smiling. The child is playing. The child is falling. The child is enthusiastic. The child, cries and child laughs. But the child doesn't have any stress. Nothing in the mind. It enthusiasm of a child, the compassion of a child. This is all spirituality. We all were spiritual when we were born. We all were spiritual as a child. That's why it is said a child smiles 400 times a day. As the child grows to the age of say 17 years, the child only smiles, that boy or girl of 17, 18 years smiles only about 13, 14 times a day. And as we grow old and old and old, we forget that very beautiful ornament called a smile. It's very important that this smile should not be artificial. It needs to blossom from your heart. And this can blossom from your heart when your mind, that mind is full of, it's empty. We have got a body and we have got a spirit. The spirit is love, peace, joy, enthusiasm, compassion, creativity. This is this is what is our spirit. And whenever we go away from the spirit, that is because of the stress. Today, stress is, many times we are crying, many times we are upset, whenever we are too very, very wrong emotions in us, the anger and lust. This take us away from our spirit. Whenever we are in lust, then our mind is disturbed. Whenever we are in anger, then that mind got disturbed. Our actions are not proper. We cannot come out with proper actions. And that is what we need to control. That is what we need to be aware. That's why I just say today, wake up, wake up, wake up. Where are we landing? We don't have to go anywhere to look out for spirit. Spirit is there in us. But that spirit, when gets contaminated with anger, with jealousy, with lust, with greed, with obsession, then what happens is we go away from our own self. That's why we need to be in par with ourselves. We need to come to our childhood. The childhood was, and to get to this certain things which we have forgotten when we were as a child, when we were a child. Today we have forgotten our childhood. For that, to go to that spirit again, to go to that spirituality again, to go to that state of mind again where love, joy, enthusiasm, compassion, everything blossoms. We need something called as sadhana. Sadhana is a sadhana is, huh? Yes, sadhana is practice. We need to develop certain practices. We need to adopt certain practices with which we can purify ourselves. It is just purification. Many times this sadhana, like in Art of Living, Shishya Ravi Shankar ji has come out with a very beautiful sadhana called as Sudarshan Kriya. You know, a change in the state of mind, very supreme state of mind we can get if we are stressed, if we are bothered, if we are confused, if we are unhappy. What happens is whenever we practice this Sudarshan Kriya, immediately the state of mind changes. The mind gets empty. The mind is spiritual. But there are many other practices. Practice some other sadhana. And a very beautiful sadhana we see where people come to their spirituality. If you go to Pandharpur on Ashadi Ekadashi, there we see people, merging with something like Vittala, 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 Vittala. That is Namaswaran. You just merge in that, that is something called as bhakti, devotion. A very supreme person is someone who is a devotee. Devotion blossoms, and when devotion blossoms, you forget yourself. You merge in that certainly, maybe Vittala, maybe Shankara, maybe Damodara, maybe Mangesha, whatever you have got devotion to something, whenever you are devoted to something, you just merge into that to such an extent that you forget yourself. You totally forget yourself. That state of mind comes where you merge totally in that power, uh, in that God, to such an extent that you, the result is you blossom in spiritual. So it's very important that if we want to take care of whatever problems are there in life today, we see so many problems, we see so many murders, we see so many uh, people with lust, greed, jealousy, so much of misery in life that we need to take care, and programs like this need to be very frequent so that people are made aware about their own nature. People are made aware about spirituality. When people blossom in spirituality, then their actions will be three. They will do seva, they will have love, peace, joy, enthusiasm, and very important, peace in life. If at all you want to ask God, our Gurudev Shri Ravi Shankar ji says, you need to ask for peace of mind. So let us today, very with everyone with a very blissful heart, let us pray for peace of mind. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Very beautiful.
Thank you, sir. It was very meditative, and thanks for those beautiful words. Thank you very much.